Generally speaking, these doors skins on the inside come off with just a Phillips screwdriver and a whole lot of patience. Get this off. I'm working on a Dodge, but technically, or pretty much every make and model of car that I've ever pulled a door panel off are all the same. You just got to find them. One there. There's going to be one in here. Two, and two way down here at the bottom. Usually two. There might be three. Okay. Oh, there's a speaker down here too. Got to be aware of that. So at this point, I know that inside the doors there's little hooks that they come out of the door panel and go through slots in the door. And so we just pull it straight up until it releases. And you can pull it out. This is going to be a pain in the butt. There, we've gotten that out here. Now, this is a good one. You've got to see this. So in here, this is the door latch. Just push these over. They're all the same, every manufacturer. And then this pops out of the hole. And then you can also see down there, this will be for the switch, or the, the window. I can pinch it enough. There. And the speaker staying there. Good. So with this off, I'll just throw here. Now I think I'm going to take the speaker off as well, because I have to get right inside here and take this plastic windbreak off. So screwdriver again. I'm going to take this off. Take the whole thing off. Just a little bit of this hoop. Most of it comes off and sticks to the plastic, which is a good thing. And then you're not rubbing up to it all over the place. I just want it right out of the way. Oh, the bottom's giving me a hard time, but that's because this stuff is nasty. Sticks to everything. I'm way over here. So I guess it's about time I tell you what's going on. The window in the driver's door here, the crank broke, the mechanism broke, the cable snapped, and so in a pinch I just pushed the window up and hung it there so it's not going to drop. And I don't have time to get another part. So in a quick fix, I need that window working more than this window working. I rarely open the back windows except on the most brutal days. So I'm going to take the motor and the regulator out of here and put it in that door. Okay, right there, you see it. So we're going to disconnect these two here. And again, even though I'm working on a Dodge, the principle of these things is pretty much the same across the board with all makes and models. Because imagine this, even though you've got a million different kinds of cars, you can't possibly have a million different kinds of window motors or assemblies. They've got to be crossover somewhere, because it doesn't make sense to make your own of everything. So these windows and parts, they all come from a different manufacturer. So I'm going to take that out. I want this window to come down and out. I'm just going to slide it behind for now. 1, 2, looks like 3 bolts here. right? I can see the motors there, 1, 2, 3. We'll loosen off this one, loosen off this one. And this one will come right off. These two here, you see, we'll slide them up and out the keyhole. Okay, here are the same. This one gets loosened, and these ones get removed. Before I do that, I better take that glass out. Now, I think I'm only able to do this little swap out. I normally wouldn't try it, but the back windows on here go all the way down and all the way up. And so, because they do that the same as the front window, I think it has the same track distance for opening and closing, so that makes me think that they're going to be compatible. Let's take this off again, if I can. And this now is going to slide up. I'm going to push that back, and we're going to figure out a way for this to come out. Okay. It's not identical at all. It's very different than what's in the front. It's different configuration. And it's a different arm, but we're going to see that when I take the front off. Okay, I'm going to safely lower this window now so that it doesn't break. There we go. We can close this door. I'm going to move to this one. So I'm going to look at these motors, and simply, I just wanted to make sure that they are the same, and these are, because this is going to mount where it mounts. But this here, the broken one, has different bottom mounting than the top, but at least the height is pretty close. You can imagine that this is done in a certain way because if I was manufacturing this thing, I would want the back window assembly to be different than the front window assembly, so that the driver's window is going to be the first one to wear out. When it's worn out, you don't want to make it easy for somebody to just take the one off the back and put it on the front. Then they couldn't sell any replacement parts. So they change it just a bit so that it's easier for most people to just order a new part rather than do what I'm doing. And it can't be that hard. But that's what I always think. This is not, I'm not even going to put the motor back in. I'm going to lift this one up. So okay, so wow. So this part here, that's the only part I need, I think. Somehow I want to I'll put that on, put this in the window, lift the window up. Yeah, put this on first. Tighten that up. So I want this to be as tight as it can. This window, I want this window to be very closed, because I don't have any drip or anything, so when it rains I don't want water getting in, and I don't want to give anybody the idea that they can just push down the window. So I'll put the old track back on. I'm going to bring the window all the way down here. Until it fits in there, I'm going to push it up. All the way up now. That's all the way up. Tighten this one up. Now I want something to go there. It's going to hold that in the up position, and it's basically, if I were to drill a hole all the way through there, put a bolt on the other side and bolt it in, that would do it. Yeah, so let's see what we can do. Yeah, right through that, right through that. Always check the other side of the door. I was lucky. That didn't, nothing happened there. So I can put a nut and a bolt right in that. See if I can go find something really handy. Okay, so I always think of these things as what's the worst thing that could happen. If I bolt this window up so that it never comes down again, what's the worst that could happen? The window never comes down again. If I put on a nut and a bolt here, like a good fella here, and it falls out, what's the worst that could happen? The window falls down and breaks, and I have to replace the window. So that tells me I'm okay. I'm going to do this. It's on there. It's not going to leak. I'm going to put it. If I can get my nut started on there, then I'm going to get a nut here. Get this here. Now that's not going to come down until, well, until I take it out. When I take it out, well, I'll just take it out and I'll get a motor at my leisure now. So let's get the other window back in. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to put this in there. That's in. So the other one, the screw head is around here. Don't really see it, but we got it there. That's one. And the base doesn't have to go there. Yeah. One there, there's one there. It could be a lot worse. But I would really like to mark a hole here, put a hole there, and get a screw in there. Okay, I know you're looking over my shoulder. Sorry about that. So I want this to be right in the center there where it's supposed to be, and all the other parts there. This is pressing up right here. Right around here is where the hole is going to be. So let's yeah, one there. We're going to put one in just so that we don't mess it up, right? Right. And so the other one is going to be right there in a weird spot, but let's push it over again. Is it close? It's pretty close. Pretty close. So we lined up these holes however we could, and because these were not quite centered, we put washers in them to make sure that they're going to line up. Tighten this up, make sure everything's snug. We lowered the window to go in here. It's not sitting perfectly down here. I'm not worried about that yet. I want to do a run with okay, so let's line that up roughly to where it goes, and we're going to plug in the controller. This is the one for the window here. You'll see that there's only one way that these go, and if you got the wrong plug, it won't plug, right? So plug in the right one. Only goes that way. Now we can try and lift it up. I'm going to push it up one more time, and if it works again, I'll bring it back down before I tighten these up. Don't tighten these up yet. I don't think we're ready. Although I've never done it before, experience tells me that don't tighten things up on your first try. Make sure it's going to fit right. Perfect. Actually worked out pretty good, because see here, these holes are lined up to match these bolts. So we can tighten these up here, and that'll hold the window in place. Okay, let's bring it back down. I want to make sure it's going to stop at the end. Right. How it does that, I don't know. It might have something to do with tension, but the motor knows when to stop. It should be automatic up too. I'm okay with that. Wow. So now I've got a functioning window again on the front, even though the window regulator came from the back. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. It's Odd Jobs. Give it a like, share it with your friends. This could save you on a hot summer day.